too. It was an extraordinary sequence of events yesterday. One that will be almost impossible to match. But the first thing that strikes you, yes, there are a few clouds looming, but it's nice and bright. The colours of cricket there to see. Fair sprinkling of blue in the sky, lovely green outfield, and conditions absolutely wonderful to play Test match cricket. It's the IDFC First Bank Test Series, formerly Day 3, India versus New Zealand at the Chinnaswamy Stadium, where New Zealand had an astonishing first day with the conditions in their favour, and they played magnificently to drive home that advantage. There were a few people yesterday, quite a few people yesterday, and they were shell-shocked by what they saw. They've come early hoping for a change in fortunes maybe. But New Zealand with 134 ahead are pretty much in control of this Test match. There you go, a mere 46. There was one double-digit partnership in that innings. Pant 20, Jaiswal 13. When you start to get 4s and 2s on a summary, you know you're already in trouble. Matt Henry was excellent. 5 for 15. Will O'Rourke in his first series in India, 4 for 20.
And of course Jasprit Bumrah, who will come back this morning so determined. It's intriguing, the match situation.
Ball. Runs straight away and confident, good-looking runs for Rachin Ravindra onto the pad, and he hits it well in front of square.
My goodness, Smith.
One ball, you'd imagine, over 450 overs in a Test match wouldn't really count. There was probably drifting down legs. It's just snaking along the surface from wicket to wicket, those crack.
And all the more reason it becomes extremely important for India to pick up.
First over of the day, 185 for 3 New Zealand. With the Bengaluru traffic, you know when you're leaving, you never know when you reach.
You don't have such problems in New Zealand, do you? Especially in Auckland. There are more sheep than people.
Happy with the two seam bowlers starting? Would you want to be a spinner?
I'm surprised when we talked about...
One thing New Zealand did very well yesterday, you saw that graphic on your screen a little while ago.
Coming back to that topic, I remember Sachin Tendulkar when having a discussion.
He's look good. He's trusting the bounce when you're playing in front of your pads through the onside. You're trusting the bounce.
I do think India should have gone in with one.
Now the back foot didn't quite come off the middle of the bat, and so will be pulled back in. They'll get 3.
And you see DK, there is experience as a cop.
Please note, he said son.
Like an antique, you're saying?
No, like class. The onside again, maybe just a single.
The thing will be of interest to me is...
It's interesting that you bring up Rohit Sharma's name. I must admit, yesterday's press conference was one of those days.
Just a hint of away movement here for Siraj. He does bowl a good outswinger. So there you say, right, let me see some good batting. 189 for 3. He's looking decisive with his footwork today.
You can see how comfortable. Just
if you're not a swing bowler, don't think you'd come up through the ranks in first-class cricket. There's the first one that causes trouble for the batter.
Goodness me. One of the things,
that New Zealand was sensational in the field. Some of the catching was absolutely top draw.
That's the outside edge there. So, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, one of the downsides of the New Zealand... Nice battle developing. It's a question of how long the skipper in the foreground wants it to continue. There's the
And the boundary goes exactly in the opposite direction. Fine through the cordon to... Oh, this time it's taken. Siraj gets a wicket. He's made it a very good habit as Yashasvi Jaiswal in that gully area. Might have hurt himself a little bit, but he hung on to the ball and India have got the wicket. It's the other quality to his cricket, DK, as well. While it's been mighty impressive as a young... almost played on. And a good call from the non-striker for a single. Now, 400s in his 35th test with keeper batting sort of low middle. That's very handy. Oh, just drifting into the pads. And Blundell will seize the...
कुल बढ़त 152 रनों की न्यूजीलैंड के पक्ष में। कमेंट्री बॉक्स में मैं हूं मनोज दत्त और मेरे साथ हैं शबाब अनवर।
अच्छी बल्लेबाजी और एक लंबी बल्लेबाजी देखने को मिलेगी निश्चित रूप से। भारतीय कप्तान
से बैटर्स की अग्नि परीक्षा ली थी, निश्चित रूप से कंडीशंस का बहुत अच्छा उपयोग किया था, सीधे बैट से ड्राइव किया।
विकेट लेना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है भारतीय दृष्टिकोण से, कि जिस तरह की बल्लेबाजी वो करते हैं काफी खतरनाक किसी दूसरी पारी में बल्लेबाजी करेंगे। फिलहाल यहां पर रन्स बनाने में किसी भी तरह की कोई परेशानी हो नहीं रही है न्यूजीलैंड के बैटर्स का। आउटफील्ड भी काफी